Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from South Philly. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But what he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further. The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think it's a smart play, especially this early in the game. I don't think you want to start forcing throws, take any unnecessary risks, allow your team to get settled in, don't have any sudden change turnovers. So I think in the end there, he made the right move.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 24 through the air. Good for a Rams first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, here's Stafford. That one into the hands of Atwell. It's a pickup of 16 yards down to the 16.
16 yards. First down, Rams.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Not much happening there, just a short game.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. The motion man is Nakua. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. He's got it at the 3. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep...
A second effort, and he is in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, L.A. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Rams will take a 7-0 lead.
Eagles nothing.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Third and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll try to run for it. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this first down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the first down marker, sets up 4th down.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Xavier Smith is deep for L.A. Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Atwell sent in motion here. Play action now for Stafford. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time runs out in the third quarter. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's caught. It's the tight end, Dallas Goedert. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Now Hurts. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he will have the 1st down. So they roll the dice on 4th down in the red zone. And it pays off with 1st and goal.
That's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. This one into the hands of Brown.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll run with Barkley. And no signal. Didn't look like he got there. He did not. And now, the tension mounts. 4th and goal.
That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes, and now this offense has a decision to make here on 4th down.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Hurts. And this will pay off. It is caught. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Eagles will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return, this is Blake Corum. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Rams offense ready to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. The motion man is Nakua. Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Stafford on target to Puka, and the Rams have a 1st down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing.
A give, and here comes Williams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. 1st down, L.A.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Right back to Williams. They connect again. Now a timeout Rams. That's number 2. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Third and a yard. Now it's Stafford. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
A 36-yard attempt.
Hardy's kick is good. And the Rams get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. The Eagles offense going to take over just before the half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now Hurts. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. John Dodson was the intended receiver there, and it'll bring up second down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
To throw on second down is Hurts. The open receiver is Dodson. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
On third down, it's Hurts. That's taken in by Dodson. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To the air again. Hurts. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
Again, Hurts. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. He fields it at the 8. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Low-scoring game, all tied. Third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. First and 10. To start the drive. And let's give him about 4 on that one. That's not made by Byron Young.
It's a game of 5. Brings up second and
5. Second and 5. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Here comes Smith on the return. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Rams offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll begin with first and 10. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Trying to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
There's a short one taken in by Higbee. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
This is 3rd and 6. To throw is Stafford. That's taken in by Higbee. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
To the left side, and Adams has it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
They run over center with Williams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That is sweet. Gain of 16 on back-to-back plays. And another first down.
Remember this one thing, it is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL, and I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Williams. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. And what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's in. 2-2 as well. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Hardy now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Rams go up by 7. It is now 17-10. 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. On play action, Hurts. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Hurts. This one brought in by Brown. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
22 yards, the pickup there. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
48-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
That's over the middle, complete to Brown. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 1. That's right side. He's got Calcaterra. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Big play. 3rd and goal coming up. They'll drop to throw. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Rams offense about ready to take over once more. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with 1st down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. This one grabbed by Nakua. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the 4th quarter?
Going right back to Nakua, complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Tutu Atwell was the one he was looking for. And 3rd down coming up. To the air again. Stafford. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Stafford to throw again. This one complete to Atwell. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Williams. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Now 2nd and inches. Now it's Nakua getting the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go. The Philly faithful making some noise on their feet before 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal. And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
Valuable lesson that I had to grow. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that rail. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick.
Just 1 second. All that remains in the football game as the kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away a 3-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.